Sorry I haven't updated on the red tide in a little while. I'm gonna go do that now. I've been really busy with my work, but also it seemed stable. It seemed like nothing was changing. Siesta North was kind of a little bit gross, but not horrible. Patchy. St. Pete and Tampa are still ruined, and I've been fishing down in Venice a lot because it was just nicer down there. But I went down to the Jetties last night, and there was dead bait everywhere, and it hurt to breathe. It was really unfortunate because that's been like my safe haven and where I can go and fish, catch fish, and see sunsets and all that. That said, the fish were biting. I watched a guy hook up with a nice tarpon around sunset. I saw a 30-inch snook caught. I saw a Goliath caught. I saw another guy fight a really big tarpon. There were snooks swimming and tailing. So even though it was gross, the big fish seemed okay. But I did see a 20-inch redfish floating dead. I saw a couple of trout. It sucked. It wasn't pretty. Anyway, stormed really hard last night. Big winds, big rain, a lot of crazy lightning. So I'm gonna go check the Jetties right now and see how they look this morning. See if maybe that storm pushed it out a bit. It got really windy there for a little while. Anyway, let's go see how it looks. Well, out here at the North Jetty, and the dead mullet right there. Looks old. I saw something else floating. Last night there was just like a trail of dead bait there, and then one on the South Jetty. It was really gross looking. I definitely feel a twinge in my nose, but it's not like it was last night. Again, it's definitely different this morning. I think the storm helped out some, because I'm really not seeing much dead fish at all. And I'm not getting the throat scratchiness that was very persistent last night. Pretty nice clarity here in the water. It's a nice snook right there. It's a 30-inch. Good to see. We're cruising the beach. Should have brought my fly rod. Yeah, so I think it's not as bad down here as it was. It could have gotten worse. Could have got a lot worse last night. If I'm guessing if that storm hadn't come through, and the winds are blowing north today, even though they're very light, they're pushing back. There was a south wind that hit us a couple days ago. The water looks pretty good. Doesn't smell bad, so I think I'm gonna come fishing tonight. There's a little snook right there. Manatee. So we're walking the beach here a bit. There's definitely dead bait out here on the Nokomis beach. All over it. Can't tell how old it is. It's hard to, it's really, some of it's obviously really old, some of it's not. Like I said, there was a ton floating yesterday. So some of that's probably washed up. It's nice to not see any new dead bait floating right now. Guess it doesn't really mean too much though. I don't know. Well, there's a dead trout. More piles of bait. Right here. Pretty gross. Dead catfish, I think. It's really old, but big old dead mullet. Trout. It's dead eel. More bait. Lizard fish, maybe. Another trout. I think. So it's Nokomis Beach. I wouldn't want to be hanging on the beach right now. My nose is itching like crazy. I don't know if it's from the rotten bait, little fish, or what. but I definitely wouldn't want to hang out on this. Wouldn't want to hang out on this beach right now. The jetty wasn't bad when you're out on the point there. I have seen multiple snooks swim in the water, and the water actually looks okay. Like I said, no floaters. So maybe it's just old bait, but either way, red tide struck down here, and it's lingering. At least its aftermath is. We'll see how it looks soon, but it sucked because this was the clean place. You know, this is where I could go. That was in driving distance. Oh well. So I might make a stop on the way home, really fast to check out Crescent and finish with that. I missed this on my way out, but there you go. There's a dead snook on the beach here. This thing's about 18-20 inches. That sucks. I was leaving and seeing more stuff floating out here. This looks like maybe a trout, little guy, 8 or 9 inches, and then something really big floating over there. Not really big, but one of the bigger things I've seen. And I saw a fat mahara floating over here. I'm not gonna make it to Crescent right now. I just I don't have the time. I really got to get back to my computer, but might try to get out there sometime, maybe tomorrow morning. So it sucks, man. A lot of dead fish down there. Seemed older. Water seemed better than last night, but there's still red tide there. I could smell it. I could feel it. Even though it wasn't as strong as it was. All it's gonna take is another day for it to bloom harder again or something. I don't know. It sucks. Not much else to say. It just sucks.